Hello from Hanoi. We're in Vietnamese capital city. We're here for a few days, and today we're doing a self-guided walking tour, which we seem to enjoy doing. So we often wonder around this amazing capital city. It's got an ancient town, like an ancient city, a French quarter. There's so much going on, and we're going to go and see as much as we can today. That's our plan. So let's go. In Hanoi, as we walk around, you'll notice that lots of the streets seem to sell the same thing. So at the moment we're on Lighting Street by all accounts, so literally every single shop will have some form of lighting for sale. And there's a great street just on the outskirts of the ancient town by the lake that just sells sunglasses. There's about 30 shops just selling sunglasses. But yeah, here it's Lighting Street. Our first stop was Train Street, and this is it, Train Street. Found somewhere to have a coffee so we could actually get onto the train tracks. You can't just walk on anymore, so this is it. If you want to see the train, just look at the train timetable. Get here about half an hour, 45 minutes before, and you'll be able to see the train come past. We're not so fussed. But the couple that were sat next to us are saying, come back at night, it's a lot more relaxed. The coffee shop owners smuggle you in past the police. It's all very odd. Like, there's coffee shops down the train track which you physically can't get to. You physically can't get there. So the owners have to sort of walk you in. It's quite complicated, and where we are now, all of these behind us are on the other side of the railway track, so you can't get there unless you know where the entrance is, and you can't cross the train tracks as a Westerner unless you've got a Vietnamese person with you. So it's hard work to get a coffee or some food, and I'm sure these businesses are really struggling, but it's a nice little day trip.
It's cool when you're there though, like when we sat down with a coffee.
Oh, it's a really nice place to be. It's just the police are making it hard work for everybody, like everybody. I want to keep you up to date with the streets we're on, because right now we are on Zip Street. Yes, that needed essential item everywhere around the world. This street is full of zips.
I'm still looking for Cookie Street.
No, Zip Street. I mean, that shop is literally loaded with zips. So Zip Street at the moment. I need to find Sunglasses Street for you again. Oh, look, we found Cake Street. This Cake Street for you. Perch her up. There are pavements everywhere. You just can't piggy walk on them. It's just people park on them. People sit on them to eat. So you end up walking in the road, and motorbikes whiz by you. And I like Hanoi. I just don't like the pavements. Our next stop on Lizzie's bucket list street self-guided tour is the Hidden Gem Cafe. We found it, we're here. There's loads of little secret places to sit, have coffee. We should keep going upstairs. You could drink your coffee with the roof of a car. There's Pattaya fish tank. I mean, look. It's a fish tank made of Pattaya.
Look, it's because it's known for being eco-friendly.
Annoyingly, we trekked all the way over to Train Street, and we couldn't just go straight to the secret gem cafe, the Hidden Gem Cafe. And the tending was sat there, the artwork just sets it all off. Liz was a little bit close with the last explanation of the egg coffee. So, do you want to explain how you meant to drink an egg coffee?
You're supposed to, so it's coffee and then the egg foam is on the top.
Quite a lot of egg foam.
Yeah, it depends on the place, so doesn't it? That was quite a high egg foam to coffee ratio. So you're supposed to taste a little bit of the sweet foam first, then you're supposed to taste a little bit of the coffee by itself.
Which is where the moustache happens.
Where the moustache happens. And then you mix it all together and drink the rest of it mixed together.
you go. And that's how you drink an egg coffee.
You get half of it over your face and then drink the rest.
So I've got my banh mi, just banh mi, if you don't know what it is, it's basically bread. It's a sandwich, I don't know why I'm complicating it, but it's normally got many meats on. Mine's got pork and pate. We've just walked out the Hidden Gem Cafe, and directly opposite is a cafe called Always, and it does butterbeer and magic experience. No, they've run out of Gryffindor ties. I've got to be a Ravenclaw. It was Ravenclaw or Slytherin.
Don't salt.
I will salt.
There's no Gryffindor.
But I'm going to have a butterbeer. What are you having?
Probably the same, but I want a closer look.
Okay.
He doesn't know we're playing this.
Potter! So we're in Always. It's a Harry Potter themed cafe. They've got butterbeer. I mean, dressed as a Ravenclaw. Not happy about this. Somebody else has stolen the Gryffindor. I'm getting a butterbeer. Which having a might or are? Might.
I need to consider these things very carefully. It's not even 12 o'clock.
Too excited. We're next to the lake now. The lake's behind it, the Red Bridge, or the Little Red Bridge, and the Big Red Bridge. But we're now on Trader Street, or Shoe Street. There's many shops of shoes this side of the road and the other side of the road. Shoe Street, and just down there, just down that way, that's where Sunglasses Street is, just towards the Note Cafe. So if you head towards the Note Cafe, you'll find Sunglasses Street as well. Still continuing the self-guided walking tour. Liz has now purchased a bag for our trip tomorrow, but where are we going? Who knows? We do. Here is the bag. Genuine North Face bag and a genuine Nike t-shirt.
Made in Vietnam.
Genuine. So we are now at here, Ngoc Son Temple. Ngoc Temple map. If you're in ticket, 30,000 dong each, so £1 each to get in. If you are in Hanoi, you'll know where the lake is. It's over the little red bridge. So let's go over the red bridge. And we get to see a swan lake and turtle specimen.
There better be a turtle.
Oh, sorry, that's a sword. Sword lake turtle specimen, not swan lake. That's something totally different. We've gone over the bridge, and there's lots of photo shoots happening on the bridge. We got in, and Liz was flung a rather attractive gown to put on. It's a purple shirt with lovely flower decor, because her shoulders and her knees were out. Look at her. She looks like she's back at work.
I know.
She's matron. But yeah, so don't worry if you do turn up and your knees are out. They'll give you a rather attractive shirt to wear. She just flung me quite casually. Hey, put this on.
I didn't realise we were going towards a temple.
I just thought it was a bridge. This is the joys of not looking into things. While walking around the temple, you can go and see a specimen, or two specimens, of the sword water turtle. Now, I've never seen a turtle this big. I've seen saltwater turtles huge, but freshwater normally are quite small. These are massive. They're died at 2.5 metres long, but pop in and have a look, and their faces are rather strange, you know. A couple of days ago, we went on a coffee tour, I suppose. What do you call it? A cafe tour? Lizzie's cafe tour. We ended up at the No Cafe, which is just behind us now. I'll put some pictures up for you. But it's really nice, very famous for egg coffee, and you go in, there's stickers everywhere, and you can write your own sticker and leave it stuck up. Post-its. Well, it's more than a post-it, it's an actual sticker. You stuck up the sticky back of the whole thing. Yeah. But you stick it on the wall.
No coffee, post-it love.
Post-it love.
Post-it love.
Post-it love. But yes, get your post-it, your sticker, stick it on the wall and write a lovely message. But great coffee as well. I really want to try one of these ice creams on Mixu, so I might go and do that while we're here. But we are about to head to my favourite of all the streets here in Hanoi. This is Sunglass Street. 10,000, so under 50p. And because we've had a few Mr. Whippies here before, and they're all quite icy and watery. This is a good.
Hello. Hi.
Mr. Whippy. I've just taken some photos of 3 coffee places, all within 50 metres of our hotel. Blackbird, the artist, and what's the other one called?
Haven't been to it yet.
Haven't been to it, but it looks good. It's upstairs.
Nice.
Anyway, it looks nice, but the artist, very good. One of our favourites. They have
That
to
egg coffee.
her first and favourite egg coffee. You have to crawl to get to your seat, it's great. And Blackbird was just really, really nice. So, all within 50 metres of our hotel in the Old Quarter. We're stopping at the Noble Swan. It's alright, it's not the best place we stop, but it's not the worst either. We've headed over to Westlake, which is sort of north of the Old Quarter. It's a huge lake in the middle of Hanoi. I'm going to call it Hoi An, I've got like a mental block, but Hanoi. And in the middle of the lake there's a road that goes through, and there's a big pagoda in the middle. So the pagoda we didn't see in Ninh Binh, we can pretend we've seen here, and I'll just substitute the pictures and go, oh, they're big. But yeah, we're just here by this pagoda in the middle of the lake. The lake's huge, so it's right in the middle of the city, and it's massive. Just stopped for a bit of a snack. I ordered some spring rolls, thinking they're just free on the photo. About 20 turned up, very full. Ham and cheese croissant, splashed out and went mad.
Just fancied it.
Allowed to.
Just fancied it.
We're on the other side of Westlake now, and we've just been to see the Presidential Palace and Ho Chi Minh's Mausoleum, but we couldn't go in because somebody's got a shoulder out and they're so offensive.
I don't know why I keep swanning around like I'm going to the beach.
But yeah, if you do want to see the mausoleum, just bring your shawl or put a shirt on and cover your offensive knees. But yeah, we haven't got in there, so we're heading towards the Botanical Gardens instead. Also, there's a sign saying they can't take photos, but you can't take photos of the Presidential Palace. I'm not sure why. People know he's there, so you can't take photos of it. So I took a video instead.
It's all up here.
Took a video for you to have a look at instead. Yes, this is pretty much coming to the end of our self-guided walking tour of Hanoi. Not Hoi An, Hanoi. But we're going to finish our day with a trip to the Water Puppet Theatre, a traditional Vietnamese theatre show. Which you not looked into it at all, have you?
No, I've resisted.
She's hard for her.
Very bizarre.
So it's very traditional, it's very Vietnamese, and we're going to go and see that this evening. Being a bit cheeky, we're just having a look to see if we think it's worth going into the Botanical Gardens, because you've got to pay to go in. It doesn't look too different to
Walsall Arboretum.
I was about to
That's
say
not an insult. Walsall Arboretum, despite where it is actually a nice park.
What do you mean despite where it is? Walsall's the mega beautiful place. Anyway, yes, it's got a touch of the Walsall Arboretums about it. Which is exactly what I was going to say. It's not Sutton Park, it is Walsall Arboretum.
And if you don't know where Walsall is, don't bother looking it up.
Go to Warsaw instead. Let's go and find out how much it is to get in here, because then we can make an executive decision. Because yeah, we're doing the puppet show tonight as well, which is very exciting. We are both addicted to different forms of coffee.
That's the problem now. We want to go and see the Botanical Gardens, but the coffee lust is taking over.
But we've been in Hanoi for a few days now. Both of us have had a bit of a dodgy stomach at one point. Like yesterday was missed entirely by me. But
don't go into detail.
Not going into details, but it was the brown rain.
That's all I'm saying.
That's all I'm saying. It was interesting. Anywho,
It wasn't interesting.
it was interesting. It was non-stop.
Yeah, the shit.
It was like the Exorcist down there. I'm sure it was the second coming of Christ.
She
And
didn't have diarrhea. She vomited. She projected. Move on.
it was out in the arsehole. Anyway, it was a lot.
I will not
And
be
I
taking
got
you into the Botanical Gardens with this man.
I'd got nothing left in me, and my energy was. So I had a Netflix day. Liz went and got her nails done. Look at them. All thanks to me having the craps.
I was like, oh, you'll be okay. I'm going out.
Yeah, I'm avoiding salad at the moment.
I've already looked after him once.
The reason for this little video, though, we've been in Hanoi for a few days now, and I have to say, it's such a lovely place to be. Different quarters, the amount of coffee shops. If you like coffee, this is the place. And if you like food, this is the place to come. The food and the drink, And the space here, it's such a sprawling capital city.
Yeah.
The lake, if you're going to live somewhere in a capital city, live in a huge lake, a botanical gardens, it's a great place to be. And we've got another full day to explore it when we come back off our next little trip. I'm not telling you where we're going yet, but it's exciting. So yeah, it's a great place to explore, to be, to eat, to drink. We had a good time, haven't we?
Yeah, there's a list of recommended places. If you go on Instagram or TikTok or Tripadvisor, and we've been looking for them, and there's a reason why they're listed. They've all been so good, but then you stumble across little places yourself, like the Harry Potter place.
Harry Butter beer. But yeah, there's
and
so
the
much.
artist.
Oh, the artist next door to Blackbird's so popular because of all the recommendations. But next door, the artist. Coffees are delicious in there. But anyway, this is a place to come and explore. Check out some recommendations, but just walk around and you'll find your own places. Let's go and find out how much the Botanical Gardens are. We're in the Botanical Gardens. No ticket has been purchased yet, so top tip, just walk in to the ticket stand and you technically are in the Botanical Gardens. My top tips continue because don't just walk to the gate, have a quick look around. Walk in. It's 2,000 dong, which is
7p.
7 pence.
What's the point?
So it's line dancing class. You can join in. Lovely line dancing class. I thought I might have known that line dance from my Pontins days. I was a tush pusher, a chucky clap clapper, and a Blackpool Bella, but don't know what that one is. You can join in. I thought you'd join in with a line dance.
I'd join in with the badminton.
You're very good at the
I
badminton.
used to be brilliant at badminton. I didn't. I was distinctly average.
Nobody's that good at badminton. Even the pros are no, they're very good. But I think it's pros and then everybody else. Liz, what I have noticed is, you know, like botanical gardens in England have, where are you? They have bird cages with tropical birds in.
Yeah.
Well, the botanical gardens
Do they?
here, yeah, I'd say so. Well, I know so, I'm telling you. The botanical gardens here, are we meant to walk on grass? Or
You mustn't walk on the grass.
the botanical gardens here are full of pigeons. Pigeons and one female peacock. There's so much random things here. There's gyms, there's dangerous looking play parks with slides that shouldn't probably be slides.
Rusty
There's
chains.
old swings which aren't swings anymore. But behind me over here, they've gone from line dancing over the other side to slow dancing, a bit of sequency dancing. As you've said though, it feels more like a park than a botanical gardens. But I think maybe because we're abroad anyway, the trees don't look anything more botanical than they would on the street. But apparently there's species from all over the world here, but we're not real experts. There's a dandelion from England.
Well, there's no slow dancing in the Walsall Arboretum.
There might be on a Thursday night.
There might be now.
You
We'll
start
start a slow dancing club.
I could teach you. I got taught at Pontins by David and Rita. Oh, David and Rita. They
Do
were
a
great.
cracking running man.
That's not slow dancing. Rita always used to call me up and say, would you like to do a waltz with me? And I go, Rita, I can't waltz. And she'd go, I'll teach you. And she'd grab me and waltz me around the floor. On our last night in the Noble Swan Hotel, found the coffee shop next door. We did a long night. That's right, long night. The coffee there, just had a salt coffee, and it was delicious. This road has got so many good coffee shops in it. Just need to come to this road, don't need to leave it. Don't need to leave, just this road. With a slight change to the advertised schedule of popping to see the water puppet show because they'd sold out. We're doing a mini bar crawl, a place that we wanted to see by the hotel we're staying in now, because when we come back we're on the other side of the old quarter, so we'll be going to different pubs. So we've just popped to the Gentry, which has got an amazing list of local Hanoi beers, Hanoi ciders, beers from around the world. I had a Hanoi pineapple cider, which was, I'm just watching tree trunks, rather delicious. And Liz had, what did you have?
What did you say?
Yeah,
Mango cider.
just then.
It was was nice. It wasn't as it said there was a hint of passion fruit in it, and I thought, is that going to be too sweet? It wasn't.
No, it was nice. It was very nice cider.
Very nice.
So we finished there. We're popping down to another bar now we've seen, which we quite like the look of, and hopefully, fingers crossed, when we get back from our next place, which I'm not telling you where it is yet, we will go and see the water puppet show. We'll book it the day before and go and see the day after. So yes, we will go and see the water puppet show soon. Not the cheapest of drinks we've had so far on our travels, but one of the nicest. You had a coffee-infused elderflower scenario.
It was an espresso martini. It had all the ingredients of an espresso martini with the addition of elderflower syrup.
And gin.
And no, it was gin instead of vodka.
Well, there you go. Something about fiery lips, and it was piggy nice. So yeah, it was very, very good, but very, very not the cheapest thing we've had here. What have you spotted?
I haven't. No, I'm thinking of the price. But then we'd easily pay that back home without even blinking. You know.
So I'm blinking. There we are.
Oh, they've got the shell on. I'm obsessed with these nuts. I get really brummy when a nut appears.
So yeah, let's find our next place. Where are we going next? Who knows?
We'll go back to Pasture Street.
We could go to Pasture Street. This is we're just about to walk past one of our favourite places in Hanoi.
There's fairy lights. Let's go.
Now this is Pasture Street. Loads of craft beers and things. Good food in there. So if you want a nice craft beer, Pasture Street in Hanoi is very, very good. So we've drank it here a couple of times. We're sampling different beers, different ales. We've eaten here. It's a really nice bar to come to. So, cheers. Please press the like and subscribe button down below. We've just left Sicily, the chamber bar, which had one of the best playlists I've had. It's such a good playlist. However, the happy hour was buy two get one on cocktails, which what are we meant to do with the third one? Unless we're meant
they had to be the same cocktail.
So that means we had to have 3 each, which I mean I was up for, but Liz.
That's a lie. It's a massive lie.
I've got to pretend I was up for it. Anyway, but also buy one get one free on beer. They had Heineken and Bud. We thought, we'll have a Bud.
Oh yeah, tastes like home. That's what I drank through lockdown.
You love a Bud.
Every day.
But they had no Bud. So they had Heineken, but it was warm. So they offered us ice. So we had a warm Heineken in ice. I'm not so offended by the ice at the end.
Well, at first we were like,
we're British.
What are you on about? What are you on about? Ice?
But it was alright.
I mean, why wouldn't it? In theory, it just goes against the grain.
Did we cider in the end, didn't we? We moved on from the Strongbow and Woodpecker and got ice. So it's alright in there. The cocktail menu looked alright, and the playlist, it looks really nice in there. The playlist's amazing. Like nice jazz, like versions of You're Just Too Good to Be True.
It was just old rock and roll. Later on there was 50s, 60s.
Jazzed up though, I think, wasn't it? Jazzed by like a dirty curtain, pull the curtain back bar.
Cheeks are getting rosier with each drink.
Let's get in there. Well, we're back in Hanoi, and today we're actually going to go and see the puppet show, and I know that for a fact because we went there earlier and got the tickets. So me and Elizabeth Machen here, water guzzler herself, we're off to go and watch a water puppet show in Hanoi. We've got to go now because it's on at 4:10.
What is it? What is a water puppet
You'll
show?
find out in 10 minutes time. We're going to go and watch a water puppet show. Let's go. I'm off. Come on. But we're in the Nostalgia Hotel, which is so nice compared to the Noble Swan. This is a lovely hotel. Right, but we're going. Right then, we're just making it to the water puppet show in time. Got our tickets. Do you have any idea what to expect?
Wet puppets.
Wet puppets. Let's go and see some wet puppets.
This is the kind of nonsense I'm going to love on, isn't it?
going to be run over. We've just finished watching the water puppet show. I've seen it a few years back and it's still as bonkers as I remember. What do you think?
It was good. It was very entertaining. I didn't follow the story, but it was just like, it just looked amusing the whole way through, but it was really well done, really well timed.
The music's great in it, as well as there's a live band playing along to it, which is great.
The singing was lovely.
A really nice moment where Russ Abbott turned up and started headbutting people while shouting, "See you, Jimmy." Anyway, if you're in Hanoi, go and see the water puppet show. The cheapest seats are 100, and you do need to book them in advance if you're going in the evening, I would suggest. This evening we're going on a street food walking tour. We got a guide. Where did we find this one? TripAdvisor, was it?
Yes.
TripAdvisor. We're finally on the food tour. Our first stop was spring rolls, which is great, and we're now in a cafe in the corner. Got a bowler there. Our second stop, we've just had it's dried beef salad. Not bad. I feel more African when I just say it.
You have to sing it every time.
But sometimes you told me to say not bad.
Very nice, very tasty.
Dried beef, dried pork liver, and then a pie salad with this leaf, which is a Vietnamese giant oregano or something like that. Fish sauce and peanuts. Delicious. Right, we're going to our next stop. We've got about 3k of walking to do at many stops. Apparently the faster we walk, the more we can eat. So quick, we're going.
The next destination?
Right, yeah. That's a quick walk. We walk quick, more food. That's literally next door, and we're right next door to the public theatre now as well. So, but these chairs, why are the chairs so small?
Pho is actually the name of the noodle, not the dish. Alright, so that is the peanut butter sauce. On it is some fried onions. Yeah, so this one is the best sauce I've tried. And now we have some lettuce, some herbs. This one we call this the purple oregano, the green one. And now we have some mint. Here we have the cucumber, green mango, grilled pork, sausage, and you know what it is? This one is the rice paper, but deep fried. And finally we got some pickles.
Trying to keep up. Our fourth stop was for some freshwater fish. We had tilapia and catfish in a fish broth with loads of garlic, loads of onions and noodles as well. Before that we did some spring rolls, some summer spring rolls. This place is really, I mean, you can see really the stuff from very, very popular places. Our guide is called Peter, and yeah, now it's going very, very well. We're having some amazing food. I got my free bottle of water now. I'm going to have some water. So this was freshwater fish. We've had spring rolls, summer rolls, and what was the first? Oh, a beef salad so far. The first thing we ate here was a fish ball, which was tilapia, deep fried, and it was delicious. And then we've had a fish dry stew, I guess you would call it, with catfish. Oh, drink. Let's go. Where are we going now?
Now we're going to try the original place for buncha.
We're trying the original place for buncha. Is it this way? Let's go this way.
Yeah, we're going to go this way.
Which is filling me with a slight bit of dread, as I've got PTSD over buncha. But I will try it again. But if there's any garlic hitting the back of my throat, it might not be lasting.
It's interesting to see the original place and see if what we had was just some random stuff thrown together.
Basically, the last time we had buncha, I didn't leave the hotel room for a day and a half. I'm dripping and I'm very warm. But we come to Hang Ma number 1, which is the first place in Hoi An to do buncha. Hanoi. Thank you. There's too many H's in this country. It was delicious, but my PTSD is slightly confused. The noodle broth is the noodles are on the side, you put it in the broth, and all of this is green papaya, and you eat it with pork belly and pork shoulder. It's really fragrant, but after the last experience, I've just managed to eat the meat, but you've eaten a bit more.
Really likes it.
The pork's delicious. But yeah, this dish made famous by Barack Obama and made infamous by Sam Rayburn on the toilet. You have to tell me why we sit on such small chairs in Vietnam.
So there are several reasons. The first one is that we are small, right? We are small people, so it's fair. We use the small table and small chair. But the main reason here is that actually most of the business on the street are forbidden. So it is illegal. So sometimes the cops gonna go around and they pick up the illegal street food. And because they are small, so they are easy to take to pull everything over and put it inside their house. And one more, because every day in here she serves like hundreds of people, and they just want to chase away the customer after they have finished their meal. And the plastic table, chairs, and tables are no comfortable. It's really uncomfortable.
The streets are divided up and the houses were separated after the French left, and the alleys basically became many housing areas. So Peter's just taken us up one with 14 families living in and around the alley. And a woman stopped him and said, "Why are you bringing foreigners up here? It's full of rats." And Liz has just told him she used to have pet rats, which has blown his mind. Like, he can't understand why anybody would keep rats as pets. And she's told him about trading them and having them on her shoulder.
Oh, they're cute. They're not hamster, right?
No.
Oh. Hey, for real. They're fat.
Just grab. Oh, it does, yeah.
I'm sure it's that final stop that we've arrived at Bubble, we're having a bad day. And there are a few places, I've got a dog bath sitting on my lap, there are a few places that just duck badly. So we're having roast duck sandwich. And it's always been great. I mean, it's just a shame that he didn't arrive till late. I mean, he was only half an hour late, but now he's here. It's been really good. We've stopped at some amazing places. And now we've got beer. The man who doesn't know about pet rats has bought us beer.
Thank you.
Cameroon. Are you excited?
Pudding.
We've just been, after our food walking street tour thing, to SWIP, SWIP, I think we call it SWIP. We've just been to SWIP. It's a speakeasy cocktail bar, which, how did you find out about it?
I just walked past and saw it.
Oh, she just walked past and saw it. I don't know how she spotted it, because she normally treads over her own feet. But yeah, so we spotted SWIP, or Liz spotted SWIP, and we've been in there, and it literally is a full-on speakeasy. You go up a dark alley, you have to find your way up some stairs, and it's a full-on knock on the door situation. The door doesn't open unless they open it for you. So they have to physically open the door, and then the cocktail menu in there is delicious. It's not the cheapest, but it's quite nice to pop in there for a cheeky, fancy cocktail. You'll see what we had. Even the glasses are fancy. And
oh, mine was like a bird. It really was a cocktail.
I'll just
go back behind.
You're gonna try your drink out your bird's arse.
Yeah, I can tell you it wasn't cheap. You're welcome. So proud. I was waiting for ages for that. I was waiting the whole time to make that joke. I can think of another one. Oh, I bet everybody flocks to this place. Huh? No? Not as good.
You have to try it. Are you trying your drink?
No, I'm just trying to think of more jokes.
I want you to drink out your bird's arse.
That's really nice. I was just trying to think what it tastes like. Drinking that's made me feel ever so chirpy. Mine's got gin in it. Mine's got gin in it. And it really took some imagination. Yes! Live at the Apollo. I really wish I had another joke then that would have just busted out of nowhere, but I've got nothing. Very good. You're so lucky to have this comedy 24/7.
I came to Vietnam a few years ago and stayed in, where are we? Hanoi. Are we in Hanoi?
Hanoi.
We're in Hanoi. Stayed in Hanoi a few years ago and went out on Beer Street. There's Pub Street, there's Beer Street, there's Dollar Street. But anyway, went out to Beer Street here and it was an amazing night out. I think things have changed since COVID because there's now tables up and down the street. And it's just not the same as it was. In fact, I wouldn't say it was fun. I don't know whether it's because we've aged. I don't think it is because we enjoyed a night out at PP, we enjoyed Pub Street in Cambodia, but here it is packed. You can't move. There's people trying to drag you into bars. You're sitting on the tiny tables on the street, hearing about 20 different bars blasting music out. For me, it's not what it was. It doesn't feel the same. And I mean, you've not been before, but
it just doesn't seem to have any appeal. Like all of those things separately I could deal with. Like we used to go into busy places, we used to being called into bars, but it was just like you say, there's nothing enjoyable. You either sit in the street listening to music coming from various places, or you go into those bars where there's no one there and you just sort of stand there like you can't.
When I was here, it was fun. There was like high tables, but it just doesn't feel like that anymore. I don't know whether it's because it's been early in the evening, but it's still nearly 11 o'clock at night, and there's still just tables out and people eating hot pot in the middle of Pub Street, which doesn't seem to be the place to eat, if you ask me. But anyway, that's my opinion on Pub Street now. Beer Street. That's my opinion on Beer Street now. It's just not the same as it was, and hopefully one day it'll be back and tables will be moved again and people will dance and be happy and be merry. But until then, let's go to Harlem.
We'll go and do it in our hotel room.
Pardon? Dancing. You said dancing, everybody.
Dirty.
Yeah, up the bob, no babies. So yeah, that's nearly it from Hanoi. We've been here for a few days, but tomorrow we're off to Ha Long Bay. We've had a great time here. We've been to so many coffee places, drinks. We've had some amazing food. This is such a good town to just come and explore. The old quarter, the French quarter. You just have a great time eating and drinking. I mean, even the puppet show is great for a little afternoon out. But yes, tomorrow we're off to Ha Long Bay.